Welcome back to my channel, and this pick a card reading is going to be what is coming up next for you in love. I have 3 piles for you to choose from. First pile I have here is going to be the Valentino perfume. Second pile is going to be the Daisy perfume. And the third pile is going to be the Versace perfume. So choose from either pile 1, 2, or 3. Take your time if needed, and I will see you at your read. Pile 1, welcome to your read. So first off, what I see here is that there is some toxicity going on in this relationship. And it looks like you may have come to realization that this relationship is not going anywhere. Like, I don't think you think it's going to get better. There was a time that you probably did think it was going to be better. And I think that there's issues in the relationship that you feel that is it's not it's not resolvable. Like, you can't fix what happened in the past, and it's hard for you to move forward. So you try to, and you have tried in the past also, to put these issues to the side, but for some reason it's like it keeps popping up in your head, or you keep remembering things that were going on. And I think, again, back then it was happening. You were feeling this way. You were feeling that, you know, things aren't right. But then you would have good and bad days to where you would sweep it under the rug, but at the same time, you still thought about it. And you may have even brought it up. And possibly when you brought it up or you wanted to talk about it, it would be a fight or an argument. So I think now you're starting to realize that nothing is going to change. And you're going to keep being stuck in the same situation that you're in, that it's not going to get any better. I mean, it may get better like 2, 3 days, a week, and then it goes back downhill again. So I think that it's time for you to, like, really ask yourself, is this situation worth it? Now, what I see coming up in the future is there is going to be a change. Now, there might be someone who secretly likes you, or you might secretly like them. But we're going to go to this person secretly liking you. And I think that you don't know who this person is. And there's also a possibility you have no clue, or if you did find out who this person was, you would be shocked. But I think that there is somebody here that does have their eye on you, and you two might start talking. It might be like conversation, maybe texting. I don't see anything really deep right now because of, for one, what you went through. And two, I think you're just trying to play it cool with people. Like, okay, I'll text you, we can talk. But I don't see you really wanting to jump into a relationship because you're still trying to, like, overcome the obstacles that you have with this person that you're currently dealing with. So I do see a secret crush, and I want to get some more information as to who this secret crush possibly is. So I'm going to clarify who this might be. So who is this secret crush for pile 1? Who is the secret crush? Because again, I don't think you know who this is, because on this card here, you can see where she's like looking at this person in the dark. And because it's dark, I don't think the person knows that she's looking because it's in the dark. So let me get some more information about this secret crush. Let's do some clarification on that. I had a card that just fell out, and it's the Knight of Cups. All right, a few cards. This could be somebody at work. All right, so we got the Knight of Cups with the Three of Pentacles. Some clarification here. So we have the Knight of Cups. I think this person might be in their head. I don't think they want to say anything to you. I don't think maybe, okay, I think maybe they might be like, because it's work and they don't want to just straight tell you how they feel. And again, I don't think you would even expect this person to have feelings for you, but it looks like they do. But again, because I have this Knight of Cups, I feel as if it might just be small talk. Like you might notice this person, let's say you're at like a team outing or a team event. This person might come sit by your table, or you might catch them at times, like, trying to, like kind of like look at you or get your attention, but it's quote unquote work wise. So I think that's their only way that they think that they're able to have a conversation with you. And we got this Five of Cups in reverse. So I want to say there's a possibility that this person, even if you were to, because it looks like you two might have conversation, I don't know, they might get your mind off of what's going on. Just hopefully you don't push this person away. But yeah, it looks like this person could be at work. They're not really saying anything to you. They're kind of stuck in their head because they don't know what to say, or they could think about you a lot too. And again, they might think about you so much, but it's like they don't know how to make any moves. I'm going to try to get some more information regarding your current situation and what's coming up next. So what's coming up next with pile 1 in love? What's coming up next for pile 1? All right. There we go. We have the Ace of Swords. So there's a possibility that you two may just stop talking. I think that, again, it says here, the future, becoming clear about your vision of the future, that you realize that nothing is going to change and you no longer want to keep sweeping this situation under the rug. And I think that you realize, again, well, this is how the relationship is. It's never going to change. It's always going to be like this. It always was like this, and it's always going to be like this. So from what I'm seeing here, I don't know. I think that you really might just consider letting this situation go. I don't know if it's going to be, permanent. I'm not going to say that you will get back with this person, but soon you two might take a break. But I do see somebody at work that does have their eye on you. So, start kind of peeping people out. You may be able to figure out who this person is, but I think eventually they might say something to you, because we do have here this Page of Wands, and that means, just like small talk conversation. So, all right, pile 1, that was your read, and I'll see you in the next one. Pile 2, welcome to your read. So what I have for you for what's coming up next in love, currently it looks like you may be dealing with someone who is in and out of your life. And this particular someone possibly comes around to have sex and they leave. And I feel like they use sex to keep you. So they could be, really talking that talk in bed, and they got all the great moves. And afterwards, you two watch a movie, you lay up, maybe cook dinner, you two eat, and then they're gone. So I feel like this person just kind of comes. I'm not going to say in particularly at night, but they do come to do what they do and then they leave. But it's like they try to make it seem like you don't know what you're talking about when you try to confront them about how they're doing you. And they push you away. Like when I say push you away, it's like like I don't want to talk about this. Like you sound crazy. They're making it seem as if you're delusional. But coming up in the future, it does look like you're wanting to give them an ultimatum. And it's, are we going to be together or not? But I will say that this person, they're not going to want to talk about that. But it looks like, possibility you two will still continue this situation because it looks like you may tell yourself, I'll just use this person for sex. Okay. Not saying that, there's anything wrong with that, but I really don't see you two being in a committed relationship, and I don't see it going any further than having sex. And then this person also might be the type of person where he doesn't want you with anybody else. So he tells you, well, he makes it seem as if you two are in a relationship. Like I said, like with the cooking dinner, like you're doing these things for him at night as if you're in a relationship. And then he'll make you think you are, but you're not. Like he might even put in your ear something, like he might be on the phone with somebody, and then they'll ask like, where you at? And he'll go, oh, I'm at my girl house. Like he tries to make it seem as if you two are in a relationship, but really no, it's just he's using that because he likes the sex. So there's also situations to where he might be gone and you don't hear from him, or like you suspect things about him. Like you're like, he might tell you I'm coming over and then you don't hear from him. And then you might hear from him the next day because you text him the next afternoon, like, what happened? And then he might go, oh, I fell asleep. Stuff like that. Um, I feel like, again, you really want to end this, but you're going to convince yourself, oh, I'm just using him for sex. When really deep down inside, I think you do have feelings and you do want to be with this person. So let me get some more information for pile 2 for what's coming up next in love. And it seems like, again, every time you try to confront him about it, it's like, I don't want to talk about that. Or, he tried to make it seem like you don't know what you're talking about, or you're crazy, or you're nagging, or you tripping, stuff like that. Like, like you tripping. You're like, yeah, you only come over at night, and when are we gonna go out and stuff like that. And he's like, anytime that you start an argument, he ready to go. But the argument could be valid. And it's like you're not really even trying to argue with them. You want to talk to him like this. What's up? Like this ain't a relationship that you try to make it seem like. And here it is with that Ace of Cups. Yeah, like I don't know, maybe he has like a trust issue. But I feel like, there is some genuine love here. Clarify this Ace of Cups. Because the Ace of Cups came out twice. But again, being single. Like somebody truly, I feel like there's a possibility he loves you, but he still wants to act single. And if he tells you that you two are just having sex, he's afraid that you're going to find somebody else. So the way to hold you down, he manipulates you and makes you think something that it really isn't. Tell me more about the situation. Mm. Okay, so he also could be very well off. He could make good money. And he's definitely that guy that, you know, like he's the type that a woman wants. A woman would marry. He knows how to hold it down. He knows how to, like, he has his shit together. It's just, again, for some reason, I don't know, maybe because he knows that he can have whoever he wants and he takes advantage of that. Tell me more, please. What's coming up next? Yeah, and it's like that, cutting off somebody for a while. You might cut them off, you know, and then you two are going to end up talking again. So, but like the trust, I don't know, maybe if he has trust issues. Tell me more about this night or this Nine of Wands. I think you don't trust him. Mm-mm. You don't trust him. And you want to be this main female. There's no trust. Anything else? No trust here. And I don't know. I don't really think, yeah, it's like some type of sexual addiction. So this is going to continue. I feel like you two might take a break, but then you're going to convince yourself, you know, this is coming up. So you're going to convince yourself, oh, no, I don't care. He can just come over because, we can have sex. But deep down inside, you really do want a relationship. You really do want to be with this person. But unfortunately, he does have money. He has it going on. But it just looks to me like he's just more focused on being single. I don't think I don't think that right now he's ready. All right. So if you enjoyed this read, hit that like button and I'll see you on the next one. Pile 3, this is your reading. And what I see here currently for you is I see that there's two women in this situation, and one might be pregnant. So it looks as if, I don't know if that's you who's pregnant or if you found out that somebody was pregnant, because I see that it possibly was a secret. And also, when I was doing the shuffling for this read, I noticed that I wrote it down. I didn't feel like doing the read at first. Like, I didn't feel like shuffling for the read. Like, I wanted to just stop. I wanted to like just be done with it. And then also, I had noticed here it's like a red it's like a red car. And then all of a sudden, I got this chariot card. So I don't know if it has something to do with a red car, but for some reason that on that two of wands, I just kept staring at that car, a red car. And then I got that chariot card that came out. And again, I just did not want to do the read. Like, I wanted to stop. Like, I was kind of like over it for some odd reason. So I wanted to point that out when I was shuffling for this pile. And then I got that chariot card twice. So I don't know. Something has to do with a car or moving forward. But it looks like somebody found out something, because I got dirt digging, looking for dirt on you, or vice versa. Then I got talking shit. And I got the page of swords with looking you up, researching you, studying you, and getting info. Somebody found out something. I don't know if somebody found out about a pregnancy, or maybe somebody is pregnant and they found out about a secret lover, but it was just like out the blue. But coming up in like what's coming up in this situation, I want to say, I don't know. So let's say if you're someone on the side and you found out that this person is in a relationship. Like maybe you were dating this person and then you found out they have a whole family. It looks as if there's a possibility you still might keep this person on the side. Now, you may not know this yet, that this person has a family, but it looks as if there's a possibility that you may still continue and not even possibly like say something at first. And then for the person who is the one that's in the relationship and they found out about the side person, I feel like possibly you're just with them because you can't leave. And I'm not saying like you just can't leave, but you're pregnant and it's like, okay, we got this house together. You know, we're paying bills. Like, I can't just up and just leave like that, you know? So there is a possibility that you might find this out. And because you're pregnant, you will stay in this situation. But after you have the baby, you might end up trying to figure out how to leave. But I'm going to do some clarification on this. And then talking shit. So I don't know if maybe like, I don't know, let's say your guy has a side girl that knows about you, but you don't know about her and you just found out. You see him texting her like all this shit about you. And it's, of course, it's going to be his side of the story. It's not that it's true, but tell me more about talking shit. So I kind of want to say that there is a possibility. Yeah, this person may know this. They may know this person. Well, actually, it could be something online. Like maybe somebody has like, or it could be like someone is telling people things about a person, but they're airing it out on social media. Tell me more about this high priestess. This just popped out. Yeah, it's kind of like, I don't know if maybe you guys go like you were in a bad situation before and all of a sudden you like came up. Maybe like back then you two built a lot together. Like you two built like generational wealth. Or maybe you went to school and you two knew each other back in college. And, you know, you came from the bottom to the top. And it's like, I can't just let this go, especially now that I have a baby. Now, again, if you don't have a baby, it could be that you find out that this person has a wife. And you're just like, what? I got the King of Swords in reverse. And this can be someone that does not tell the truth or isn't telling the truth or he's not giving you any clarity. Like you're lost. Like what is going on? Like you're just supposed to know what's going on. Well, like what I'm telling you is what's going on, but you know that's not it. Like, and then you're trying to dig and find information on this person and it looks like you found it. But again, I feel like there's a lot going on that you don't know about. Tell me more. Someone could have told you something. Somebody could have reached out to you, or they're going to reach out to you coming up next. And all of this is going to blow over. Yeah. So I think that Something is going to unfold, and it has to do with two feminine energies. And again, that red car. I don't know if this person drives a red car, you drive a red car, or this King of Swords drives a red car, but the King of Swords is the liar in this situation. And either he's not telling you the truth and he has a whole family behind your back that you're going to find out about, or you're with this person and he has someone on the side that he's talking about you to, and is making it seem like you're the issue, but in actuality it's really him because he's the liar and he keeps secrets. So again, maybe this couple's only together because they build some type of, wealth together, and it's very hard to just up and leave. Anything else for pile 3 for what's coming up next for them in love? So you may find, I don't know if somebody's going to tell you this, or again, you might just see this. Like you might be looking at his phone and then you might find this out. Anything else? What's coming up next for pile 3? And here it is with that 10 of Pentacles. So yeah, I feel like someone, it's not easy to just walk away. It's not easy to walk away. And I don't think it's going to be easy to walk away. Anything else for pile 3 for what's coming up next? And if you're dealing with this person, they're not going to leave whoever they're with. So you will definitely be on the side. And if you're cool with that, hey, that's on you. But I don't think they'll ever leave this person if that's what you want to know. Because it's like, as you can see with this 2 of Wands, I got the 2 of Wands twice. And that's like having somebody on the side. Like, there they are, and then there's the side. And then he has the world in his hands. And just in case, I can have this person on the side. I don't see that it ever is. Yeah, look at that. So again, if you decide to continue with this, it's all up to you. But I don't really see this situation going anywhere if you are the side person. And again, if this is somebody that you've been with, I mean, there may even be divorce later on. But at this time, no, because of what, it'll be a very not so good situation if you do, if you are married and you get divorced. I can see that it's going to be a lot going on. And I feel like some of you all, to prevent that, you might just stick it out for a while. So if this resonated, hit that thumbs up and I'll see you on the next one.